Всем привет, друзья! Мы начинаем прохождение игры Kingdom Come Delivery 2. Интересная игра. Много уже про неї в интернете. Решил пройти я. Движок вроде более-менее стабильный. Есть, конечно, иногда просадочки в FPS, но играбельно. Даже на средних настройках играть, в принципе, можно. Такие у нас средние настройки. В принципе, нормально играется. Перед началом всем приятных просмотров. Всем приятных аппетитов, кто есть, пьет. А мы начинаем. Так, погнали новую игру сразу. Да, новая игра. Хай буде линия 5. Я уже немного побегал, потестировал. Нормально, конечно. Нравится. В начале 15 века. Зачитывать не будем. Чисто диалоги. Сейчас я буду пояснять так. В роли диктора получается пока что не особо. Ниже може якесь восстання. Всі на кіпічні, ну побачимо. У нас, так понял, тут два главных персонажа будуть. Зараз нам покажуть одного з них. Поки що озвучки немає. Озвучки грушек поки що не успіли повністю. Ну, хто проходить, так будемо. Поки без озвучки. Може бути, потім в будущем появиться. Один наш главний герой.
Get ready!
Ну да, мощная штука. На это время особенно.
Take cover!
Так вот. Прям башня. И проход тут сразу. Прохождение в любом случае, думал, правда, или сам пройти, или пройти вместе с вами. На стриме, но в принципе, в любом случае я бы и проходил. Будем проходить полностью, я думаю, сюжеты. Интересна бойовка тут. Поки що непонятно, конечно, першу часть я не проходив. Деякі моменти мені, возможно, будуть непонятні. Пішло, пишіть в коментарях. Так. Последние заряды. Защитить стену. Даже не успел не устроить, уже сразу упал. Не хочет заряжать, надо вертаться. Подвинься. Я так понял, у нас кроме арбалетов есть зачатки пистолей. Типа как. Интересный вариант тоже. Вот я к средневековье не попал почему-то, я понял. Вернули щитки, ладно. Какого я хочу, можно? Ну. Пофиг, ладно. Мы должны идти вниз, ну погнали вниз. Коллеги решил, ладно. Витовский меч за мной. Ну, погнали. До бойовки я, конечно, ще не привык. Тут свій момент по бойовці. Естественно, будем вместе учиться. Если здесь малейшая просадка, то в принципе нормально. Такая у нас тут боевка. Я получил дважды по лицу. Ну, ладно. Научимся. Вот так сразу прям бросить лестницу не можно. Надо дасть минус. Первое за дольше проходу, я не понимал, что от мене хотів. Вибігав, шукав врагу, а там треба було лестниці скидати. Вот так вот. Ранили одного з персонажей наших главных.
Dentist Fortuna, fucking you, vat. Jesus. You were only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Неспівніше з дівками наігратися. І тут уже война началась, так понял. Государством каким-то. Delivery. Короче, не спішить пожить персонаж наш по діалогу. Непогані пісні, несколько недель назад. Що означає цей вислів, я без
Looks like you
поняття.
keep yelling, Sir Hans.
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Невежду.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Ага, удача
Fortune
улыбается
favors the brave.
смелым.
I don't doubt it.
А, любит
All we
смелых.
have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry,
Видимо,
don't be
якесь
such a
письмо
stick in the mud.
передати.
Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can
Один
finally
переживає,
enjoy
що
some
зможе
adventure?
случитися, а другий
See a bit of the world.
на позитиві.
Meet
Це
new
хорошо.
women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of
Естественно.
nowhere, so I
Будем
wouldn't expect much
переживать.
excitement there.
God
Я
help
понял,
me,
это
my
наш
bodyguard's a
персонаж.
monk
Мы за него
who
будем
can't
играть.
speak Latin.
Кто счастливее,
Sir.
кто что
Trotsky.
правее, мы будем его охранять. Замок уже якийсь видно.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an
Очень
outhouse.
впечатлительные ребята прям.
Bergov must be made of money.
Так от. Була така кат-сцена. Як ми добирались.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will
Господи,
become the
пана
stuff
Яна.
of legends?
Ну, согласен.
Of course I
если
am.
читать.
We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh?
Ну, опять же.
But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself?
Думаю, что сделать
Unless
быстро, но как
maybe he's just
получится.
testing me.
Согласен.
It does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day,
Господи.
so I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through
Ну, дело
Bohemia.
я бы не
The
зарекался.
king is in
Уже как
captivity, God
получится.
knows where, and here we are in the middle of it
В
all,
жизни всё
carrying an
бывает.
important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do
Хорошо.
I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat. See now,
Она любит
there's the
смелых.
Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Типа наш разведчик вроде бежит. Просто своими талантом. Ну, вот хорошо, что у нас здесь такой разведчик. Правда, дед староватый. Я люблю.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, you wouldn't stand a chance against them.
Ну, хоть умеет равно мыслить, молодец.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Рисковать лишний раз, видно, не любит. В принципе, да, надо рисковать, в первую очередь.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish
Это
between a
про
noble
разбойников.
and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that
То, что
straightforward
він не
these
похож
days.
на розбойника.
Who are you people?
Sir
вы
Hans
видите?
Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto
Пан
Goldberger
Ян.
from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
Короче, представился, я так понял, полностью у нас.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King
Так,
Sigismund.
напряжение пошло.
So it would appear
Ихнее королевство
enemies.
враждует, оказывается. Даже на ихнее королевство. Да, ихнее королевство получается во вражде. Так, теперь наша очередь. Что мы там будем рассказывать? Сейчас посмотрим.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities. And who are you?
Перемирие.
Henry. From Skalitz.
Скалицы. Ну, давай правду сказать. Я солдат-телохранитель. И, да.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Мира.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens,
А вони усліжують
We're on the trail of just such a
розбойнику
band.
вооруженою.
So why should I
На неї
trust
дуже
you?
смахуєте. Ага. Убеждение. Убеждение, собеседник, диалог. Канты, обаяние. Ага. Далее. Ваши деньги. Репутация у собеседника. Ваши характеристики. Красноречие, принуждение, обаяние. У мене красноречие хорошо вкачано. И могущество хорошо вкачано. Принуждение. И превосходство. Окей. Мы посланники с предложением союза. Ну давай, мы посланники с предложением
We want to
союза.
resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you.
Махая.
Or is it not?
you don't seem like any messenger to me.
Провал.
More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a god? Don't try to
Чуть-чуть
pull the
угадал.
wool over my eyes.
don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first
угадал.
time, and
Первый раз нормально
evidently
было.
he's got a bit above himself.
Вырос.
We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst
В
of
принципе,
Moravia.
его же
We
слова,
bear a message
подтвердившие им
from Sir
послание.
Hanush of Leipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
В принципе, мы по первому делу и сказали, что
All
мы
right then.
телохранители
You may
воин. В
carry
принципе,
on,
можно было
but
бы и
put your
нажать.
men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Ну, их раз, два, три, 6,
Sorry about the
12,
cold
и на
reception.
их
Must
всего
be
лишь
cautious. These bandits create mayhem and
шестеро
vanish like ghosts.
получается.
We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's
Ну,
a bit of a
сейчас
way
есть
out, and I'm not
мелкий
sure your lordship would like it very much.
дискомфорт. Мелкий слезы, ну, не дуже
What kind of a
заметні.
backwater have they sent us to?
Я думаю, вам не дуже
I
заметні.
suppose we'll just have to manage
Будуть иногда
somehow.
просадки, а так, в
Good luck
принципе,
in
работает стабильно.
Hunting down those bandits.
Thomas,
Нема разниці.
Captain at Trotsky.
Низьких я пробував.
Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Нема разниці, в принципі. Работає одинаково, по суті.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night.
На
The
ночовку
pond
вони
looks
хочуть.
inviting, and we've got wine enough.
Прямо тут коло пруда.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Ну да, як 6, а там 12 чоловік було. З тим 13.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you.
Розбивати
You
лагерь
lot
будуть.
are rank.
Go away, you
Так, игра сохранена. Так, чуть-чуть резкость уменьшим. Управление. Что тут есть мышь? Чуть-чуть. Я думаю, хватит. О, то, что надо.
For Christ's sake.
Так,
Henry,
чтобы позвать
call off that damn dog
Matt,
before he wolfs
what's
down
all
the
the fuss
last of our
about, Matt?
mates.
Are you that hungry?
Барбос.
All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Дневник. Так, дневник. Выяснить у постоянно, какие планы для Барбоса, еду и накормить его. Не обязательно. Ну, наскільки я понял, він буде потом мешать.
He said,
Так що лучше
that
сначала
barking
нагодуем.
was a pain in the ass.
Для пса нет у тебя.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one
Він уже
last
з'їв.
sausage and I'll be saving that for the way
У
back.
нас
Look,
осталось.
Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Обрати что-нибудь испанского пира. Добудешь еще. И чтобы он тебя укуснул. Что-то наполняется на колбасу. Ну, менять у нас нема чого. Первый вариант не катит. Возьмем другим.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow. They'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord von Bergov's castle. And I'll be invited too.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard, and Sir Hans always keeps you close at hand.
Согласился.
All right then, here's your
Мы ему
sausage.
колбасу из...
And don't forget about
забираем
me
в нього.
tomorrow. My favourite
Потім йому
is raw meat,
принесем
rose hip sauce and cabbage.
пира. Потом. Колбаса получена. А ну-ка, иди сюда. Натянь Барбоса и дайте покормить его. Так, иди сюда, Барбос. Ты чё? О. Похвалить, говорить. А покормить тебе як? Барбосом, смотри. Альт. Альт. Кормление.
Here you go. Take it.
Выбрать. Все, хавай. Это, я так понял, наша личная собака. Или нет, или просто. Ладно, погнали дальше по торохты.
Henry, come here.
Я тачек.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all.
Зарубят.
The way
А
you
чё ты
provoked him.
очкуешь? Не надо было очковать. Ну давай, нам ничего не
They
угрожало.
didn't do anything, though. Besides, that captain was just an underling.
Just an underling? How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, though.
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
Следующий. Хорошо. Прости.
I apologize. You're right.
That's all right.
Так.
I understand how you feel. His tone got on
Главное
my nerves
баланс.
too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce
Главное
with the League of
исполнить
Lords,
задание,
then
а
Hanush
потом
will
уже будем
finally
делать, что
have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey?
Поединок.
With a bit of swordplay?
You're in the mood for that after
Обучение
riding
будет.
so long.
То чисто
Certainly.
нам чуть-чуть
So
давай
then, eh?
посражаться, это
Эй.
чисто обучение
All
будет.
right, then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Полноценно.
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Так. Инвентарь у нас на Y. Понятно. Так, сначала надо оце одеть, потом оце. І шлем. Учебний меч есть. Він ілі перетаскується, ілі два кліка по ньому. Він, в принципі, также одівається. Все, давай. Махаться.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start.
Нет,
Draw your sword.
дай мне меч.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I just can't wait.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
Вот такая у нас тут система.
Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Нужно
Let's
сначала
see it then.
измотать.
Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Связки ударов пару штук использовать.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Выдохся.
But you're pretty winded yourself. While
И
you're
сам
attacking,
выдохся.
you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
Ну, блокирую 5 ударов. Давай. Они именно блокируют.
That's the way.
Попав.
Brother, for Christ's
Ще
sake.
раз попав. Трошки непривичного.
Nice. Defend yourself properly.
Ай, бля.
Cover, for Christ's sake.
Вот так вот.
Good.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking.
Трохи граться
You've
з
цією
цією
стрілочкою,
стрілочкою,
to
ну нічого
strike back.
страшного, привикнемо, в
And you
принципі.
do that
So
by
временем.
means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real
Идеальная
swordsman.
Start your
блокировка.
attack then.
That's it.
Так. А ну-ка, бо ти мене щось смістив прям в забор.
Nice, Henry.
Не
Nice.
співаю
But
вдарити.
what about a riposte?
А,
Reckon
мені
you can
просто
manage that?
блокувати.
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just
Ответный
follow up a
удар,
perfect
окей.
block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready.
Давай. Раз.
Good,
Раз.
Henry.
Раз. Два.
Nice.
Раз. Два.
Well,
Ну, перший раз в
not
мене
as
було
good as Captain
похоже.
Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a
Идеальный
perfect
блок.
block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Ooh. It was too slow. Nice. Good riposte. Nice work, Henry. All right, all right. I get it.
Короче,
For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and
треба
explanations.
дивитися, як лучше
Let's have one
атакувати.
training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a
На
wager
деньги.
to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
Ну, давай.
All right, 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself.
Победить. Ну,
The first hit. All square again. Well done.
виносливость тут я знаю, що плохий момент ще. Так, ну поки що неізвісно. Так, от хекаться надо. А задишка. Да, блокируйте. Так, от дишатися надо. Що в нього по хп, я не знаю. Ну, у нас ще пару ударів. Курва! Так, подойдем. Виносливость. Так, виносливость у нас ушла. І не восстановляється, я дивлюсь. Угу. Восстановись.
Nice technique. Did you see that?
Выносливость. Надо наблюдать за выносливостью. Ай. У нас выносливости на блокировку не хватило. Ладно. В цей раз подольше, поинтересней. Ай. Хорош пинать. Дай выносливость восстановить.
You're supposed to be my
Ладно.
bodyguard.
Ну, в цей раз поинтереснее був.
And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that sword
Ну,
blade gives me
изначально
quite
типа
an
сильнее,
appetite.
ну,
Let's get some
лучше
grub.
натренированный. Видимо. Ну, погнали кушать. З виносливостю воно временами раз і восстановилося, временами надо щось подождать.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Ratai.
Ну, тогда я проиграл.
Yeah. But that was nearly the first time in my life I ever held a sword. It's no wonder.
Well, forging a sword isn't the same as wielding one.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the
Короче.
castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
Начинают
If you
мериться у кого
told us
побольше, я
earlier, I
так
could
понял.
have shot a hare.
Ничего,
And you could
научимся и
have
мы.
cooked it like they did in the tavern the day
Ему
before
немало
yesterday.
попало, видимо.
That tavern where you drank away all your
Если
coin,
Флэчепов
You've got to have some fun.
побали.
and then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach.
Мгм,
Admit
опять
it.
вони про
Only a fella was there.
девок разговаривают. Так. Пришлось мне тебя оттаскивать. Я вас разнял. Это типа навыки мы прокачиваем. Так понял. Живучесть. Уже участь
And
прокачаем.
if he hadn't started acting like a twat, he could have carried on with us until dawn.
He'd have to get his brain out of his crotch for that.
But I still can't figure out how you didn't have a sick head after. Mine was ringing like a church bell all day.
Так,
It
вот
seems I'll have to
16.
give you some lessons in the
Прям так
art of
сразу.
drinking.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Ну да, что мужикам в
You never
средневековье
gave us
надо?
the goods on that lass of yours.
Махачи,
What was her name now?
девки. То, что надо.
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
Вона моя заноба, нічого не було. Ну давай. Я не знаю про сюжет, це, видимо, було в прошлій часті. Давай,
Dunno.
другий варіант.
Nothing happened between us.
Nothing?
No.
I don't get it. A nice lass like that.
Будемо культурно все показувати.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Так, Бабо что-то чует, царь. С тобой был все время скрытность. Я укрытие искал, выживание тоже. Ну, це, я так понял, наша собака. Ну ладно, нехай буде.
Mutt
Царь.
caught a scent, ran off into the woods and wouldn't come back.
And what was it?
There's a footpath there with some derelict house at the end. Mutt was standing outside, barking like crazy. But there was nothing inside but mouldy furniture and some burnt bones. So I calmed the poor pup down, and we came back to the camp.
He don't seem like no poor pup to me, especially after the way he
Це
came
тобі ж ми
barking at
прокачуємо
me
діалогом собі.
today.
Навыки, в принципе, нормально.
And what about,
Полезно, так
time,
сказать.
sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Мгм. Тепер вони
Well, we could
обсуждають,
stay a day or two.
що будуть
perhaps.
делать, коли вернуться обратно.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Ну, промовчи,
I've
давай.
already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the royal chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting?
То
It
похавать,
ain't nothing easy to learn.
потрындеть, да? Так, меч прекрасное оружие. Булава, бой без оружия. И прочтение стрельбы из лука. Меч, в принципе.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Ведение боя 17,
Sword,
владение
sword,
мечом
sword.
17.
No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter.
Вспоминаем про свого отца.
I suppose you've heard enough of that, hey?
Естественно, погані споминання.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for
Про
another
припаси
helping?
переживаю, ну я
There's
думаю,
plenty left. Maybe
вони їм не
even a bit for
пригодяться.
morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up
Правильно,
at Trotsky
покупаться
tomorrow in
надо.
this state.
А то мечами махали, а от не змили. Правильно. Тобі ж видно, що картинка хороша,
Henry,
приятна.
fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Иногда
Are you really going
просадки,
to
ну,
pay there, Sir
стабильная.
It don't look none too safe a spot
И
to me.
интересный сюжет.
Oh, don't be such an old woman,
Будем проходить
Oates.
полностью,
Bring
думаю.
some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages.
So, here, I intend to live a little.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Що це вони ель п'ють? І що вони це время пили?
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Дід, коротше, непростий, дід
Well,
у нас
responsibility will
обозріватель.
catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of
Возможного
me
будущего
becoming a monk.
правителя. Хрена в них труселя.
That's a view fit for a king.
Там шорти якісь.
You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Ну так поняв, він не тільки його телохранитель, ще й друг. Опа.
What's the matter?
Девушки десь.
Females!
Баби.
Let's go to the...
Нормально.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Вот так вот.
Hans.
То прошу. Ему бы девки. Правильно.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Так, мои куклы нацисты.
Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Спевают хорошо, в принципе. Приятно.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Ну, пойдем поближе, так и быть.
Shit! One of them is doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Дуже далеко.
What was that sound? What is this racket here?
It
What
worked.
was that?
Let's go.
Фига себе он телепортируется. Ты куда? Стой! Я ж камень кинул. А на тебе втопить собрався.
We'll go even closer, but
Еще ближе. Ну, погнали еще ближе. Так вот. И заставка у нас. Все-таки щось, мне кажется, на шухере таком.
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na kasníky, klienty ujedí, Pana sama sedí, aleluja domine, aleluja.
damn it, Henry! I told you to... Oh, fucking God, you're a dog.
Фигаво залетело болото было. Помешати вдруг.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Ай-яй-яй, старичка жалко. Ух ты. Больно, наверное.
Oh, fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй. Нельзя так делать.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them!
Схватить их.
Enough, I said.
The fuck? She's mine!
Ну как вот. Честный
What are you
разбойник.
gaping at?
Не трогай
Shoot!
женщин. Молодец.
Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just
По
now.
собачьи грибе, короче. Ну даже если захочешь плавать, научишься. Ай-яй-яй, стрелы попали.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Off his horses, quick!
Собака, барбоска.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in
Красавчик.
distress?
Правильно сделал.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Wait!
Ah, fuck!
Больно, да, согласен. Из
We've
арбалета.
got to flee.
Ну да, арбалетна стріла. В лука трохи дольше. Хоч вроді стріляли із лука.
Lead the way.
Ай-яй-яй. Ранив нашого персонажа.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Так. Бежать с
Get
паном
out of the
Яном.
woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky?
Угу. Ну, пошли. Жизнь у нас уже процентов 15. Ну, естественно, нас ранили.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
Погнали.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around.
Бейте их.
You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
We'll go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know.
Вроде как я понял, тут таке саме нормальне оружие, це в нас лук.
Footprints, blood trails,
He'll see us.
everything.
We'll have to wait.
You
Get
honestly
to
think
work.
they could swim all the fucking way across?
Вроде
Shut
как.
up, or the chief will hear you.
Побачимо. Попробуємо всі види оружия.
That skirmish on the other side. Stumbling about in the pitch black. When all
Щоб
your
поняти,
talk
що нам
nothing
лучше
guns.
підходить.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish. Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing. We'll find. Do the thing and get
Так,
nice.
сейчас. Немного добавим гаммы. Прям чуть-чуть. Так. Подтвердить. Да. Щоб вам було чуть-чуть виднее.
Up ahead, quietly.
Бо мені видно нормально, а вам
More of them up top. Fuck.
не очень. Так, поползли. Тут у нас типа вечер, ну.
played dice against Lefty
They're
yesterday.
coming here.
Shouldn't you be
Stand
keeping
still.
watch instead? You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead
Run,
somewhere on
quick.
the bank, not here. Why are we
Бежим.
down instead of being high up? Because you can't see shit from up there through the foliage.
Ну и чё ты тупишь? Погнали дальше.
Oh, no, no, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Kurwa! They're fleeing into the
Курва.
rocks! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
Да вы ж прям пробежал, иначе много.
What now?
Что дальше?
They're
Shit!
here!
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Беги. Бегу.
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Ну це вроді по квесту запланировано, так що нічого лишнього не зробив. Я проходив, в принципі, було так же. Там і сидів. Поговорить.
Damn it, they're everywhere.
Они просто что нам делать?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Выбраться надо. И проверяй проход между скалами. Ну, пошли проверим проход между скалами.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell
Ну,
him.
пошли влево. Пойдем влево. Смотрим, что тут. Оп. Что это у нас? Олень мой маленький попался.
Hey, where the hell did you get to? There were soldiers there, so I set off after you. Kurva.
Курва.
Hellish
В
mate.
смысле
Let's
курва?
go then.
Догнав же ж, не очконув. А вдруг я пропав. Тут. На вухо. Так.
Fuck you, Horson!
Ну, тут тоже кат-сцена в любом случае. Ну, что так, что так. Вася. Там на высоко, я думаю, метра 4. Может 3. Что если
You know the
что?
trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can
Ну
end
да,
before it gets
приключение
started.
может закончиться.
I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Так, це у нас, я так понял, воспоминания пошли.
If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try
Він
using your
вспоминає,
mouth
як
and not your fists.
його
You did a
учив
fine
отець.
job.
У нього отець був кузнецом, наскільки я понял.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Угу.
Ah,
Отець.
come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. My dead? Not yet.
Типа,
I'm dead, though.
по ту сторону мірі, коротше. З отцом пообщатися прийшов. Чи отець до нього общатися прийшов, ну.
If I'm not, then
Так сказати, наставлення,
how
які
come
не успів дати.
you chose a different
Посмотрим.
path than I wanted for you?
Розкаже нам.
And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
Фіга, як він одівся, откуда він шмот взяв.
Oh, I thought you were done for.
З того чувака, що ли?
Where am I?
Well,
Ти вибрав путь, іди до кінця і сражайся. Хороше наставлення.
that fella landed with you.
А, да, він його розвів.
You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
And where's Mutt?
Где барбос?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about
Меня
your dog. He
интересует,
can look
да,
after
его
himself.
собака. Ну,
Right,
молодец.
we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Та з такою раною довго проходив. Кров поного потеряв. Спасение.
How are you holding up?
Неплохо.
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry,
Ось так.
what are you staring at?
Не будемо відповідати, думаю. Це його, я так поняв, руки в нього. Не обязательно відповідати.
Don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
Надо уходить.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate. Ah! Fuck. What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Він вспоминає в галюцинаціях времена, як воно було. Видно, першу часть. Першу часть ми не проходили, нам вкратце. Видно, ми об'ясняють.
Take the sword, go into the house, grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the car. Hurry. What about you?
Are you mad?
There is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind. I'll go with you. No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Reginald.
For Christ's sake.
Happens, he'll take care.
Come on. Oh, you can hardly stand,
Значит,
damn it.
потери крови у него начались.
But we'll make it together. You'll
Глюки.
see.
В принципе, с каждым человеком может так и быть более-менее реализован.
Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please.
Вот так вот.
There's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Don't give in to it. Hang in there. Make it
together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got
В
you.
бреду він, короче, на полнейшем.
Just a little further.
Что-то, короче, у него происходит. Плюс воспоминания. Незабытые
Henry.
мысли.
Wake up.
The linden tree. Just like
Липа.
Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
Pa,
Ну давай, я их подвел.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
Там нема ответа, я тоже. Я перший нажимав, він теж так же просідав.
I see the light.
Я примерно трохи чуть-чуть далі пройшов цього етапу.
Hold on. Hold on. We.
Pavlena, is it you?
Павлена, это ты?
Fear not.
Не
mean you no
злидні.
My friend needs help.
Нужна помощь.
Please.
Пожалуйста, умоляю.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him.
Бабулька добра, я б нахрен послал.
Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
Не бойся, резать будем медленно.
That was
и
just a
долго.
dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whoresons.
Think again, stop.
Вот так вот.
Hey,
Летели.
lad. Are you alive, lad?
Ты живой, сынок. Він один вижив. І пішов, розказав вість, коротше, що на них напали.
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army.
They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
Це, видимо, з
I
першої
am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the
трилогії
name of Sigismund
ігри
of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
воспоминання. Так нас просвітляє, якщо не проходив першу часть, хоч якісь просвітлення.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Так, у нього ліве плече. Потекло по всьому. Вот мы и устали. Хорошо. Очнулись раньше чуть-чуть.
What
случилось?
He's
с
taken
Яном?
care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lads, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave
Він
already.
теж
You were lucky
получил.
you happened to turn up here.
I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
Ну давай, понятно, що ж не случилось, ми поняли, він оборонявся. Йому поможеш
God willing,
з Божою помощью.
I managed to pull you out of death's grip.
Нам
So
про це
maybe I'll be
сказала.
blessed again. I'll go check on
Хай
him as soon as
сражався.
I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
Ну, бывало и хуже. По-любому. Ще в первій части. Ладно.
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more,
Да, в те
especially at
времена
night.
раны залечивать
So
было
I
тяжело.
didn't do the best job. It
Сейчас
just
из
wouldn't
медицины
stop
заштопывают
bleeding.
быстро.
And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take
Снова
this and
закровоточило.
bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage
Остановить
that.
кровотечение.
But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet.
Проспал целый
While
день.
you're at it, you can stop by the trough
И
and
твердо
wash all
буду
that
стоять на
nasty
ногах.
grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets
Бывает
cold here by
прохладно
the
у нас тут.
water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold.
Ай-яй-яй, эти православные.
By the way.
Bushena's my
Меня
name.
Боже назвать.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Так, страшное падение. После страшного падения вам чудом удалось выжить, но из-за полученных травм вы потеряли несколько очков основного уровня, навыков и умений. Ничего не поделаешь, придется постепенно восстанавливать и позже возвращать их в игре. Ладно. Так и быть. Так, восстановить кровотечение. Нам сначала надо. Повязка. Можно их использовать 4 штуки сразу. Так, голод, раненое туловище. Кровотечение установлено. Окей. Съешь еды. Лиц снадобья. Вчора раз на трошки більше хп. В прошлый раз я момент цей не сразу понял и мы потеряли хп много.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Так, налить снадобье. А, нема що у нас налить снадобье. Ладно. Так, не выпускай нас, бабулька.
There's a water trough in front of the hut. Have a wash there, so
Умыться
you're
нам
fit to
надо.
face the world.
А то немного. Немного уже. Кров'ю запачкані. Миться.
I feel like a new man.
Угу. Показати зображення. Ну, погнали.
I did what you asked.
And you
Нифига
didn't
себе,
faint while doing it. I'm
вроде только в
pleased,
лицо
Henry.
помыл.
I had to pour a whole
Самый
lithium
чистый стал.
potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
Нам надо
I will.
помогти з
But what
лічебним
about Capon?
снадоб'ям, щоб
Well, he's less lucky. That
помогти
brute
нашому другу
really knocked him about before hands beat the life out
восстановитися.
of
Ну
him.
ладно, в принципі. Я можу помочь.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that lithium potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that
Лихорадку надо
fever. The best and fastest remedy for
менше
that
чи жить.
is chamomile
Менше на
decoction.
лихорадки було.
Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it.
Шалфей
And, of course,
и, конечно,
chamomile.
ромашки.
You ought to be able to manage that.
Пойдем
You've got
собирать
young
цветочки.
legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Ну ладно, я в травах
Easy
разбираюсь.
as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds. Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile
Я тут
has
трошки наврал.
white petals
Ладно.
with a
Она все
yellow
равно и так
center. At the
объясняла.
back of the hut, there's a
Прошлый раз она
footpath
тоже
leading up to
объясняла.
the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here
Шалфей
soon.
и ромашки
I don't
собрать
feel
нам надо.
right being here with that corpse in my yard.
В принципе,
Seeing
не
him
дуже
lying there
тяжело.
gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury
Бабушка уже
him
не в том
somewhere,
состоянии, чтобы
or at least
собирать.
hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
Трохи
The
устала.
Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more
Ручкой
trouble.
копать.
And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with
Короче,
Ignatius
пойдем
the
прикапывать
gravedigger
трупы.
when he comes by again, so's I don't
Опять
have
всё
that
трупы,
wretch
трупы.
lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Ну, я пойду. Ладно, погнали. Сначала лопатку, коло навоза взять. Де у нас навоз? Вот это. Лопата. Есть. За ворота справа, коло комиша. Если... Положение. Угу. Чи слева. А, коло ручья. Там поднять тіло. Так, візьмемо все з нього. Нам все пригодиться. Твердіть. Повязка даже есть. Подтвердить. Некрасиво, конечно, получилось, но... Пойдем потом по цветочки. Сначала надо от улик избавиться. Угу. Він еле йде. Ну ладно. Он как бы раненый в половину. По карте я правильно? А нет, неправильно. Мені прямо надо було йти. Ой-ой-ой. Ладно, пошли обратно. Не сразу показал. Или я невнимательный. Мне вроде она направо сказала. Ладно. Видимо, бабка на первый раз трупы уже закапывает.
Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so we can start digging.
Лопату взять надо. Так, лопата. Десь у нас була лопата. О. Чи куди можна лопату? Чи надо навестись десь? Копать. О. Похоронить. Ну, чуть-чуть ноги будут стирчать. Ничего страшного, я думаю. После тяжелой работы. Так, ну бегать мы можем, это уже хорошо. Погнали. Моемся. И по... Оп, собака что-то гребет. Так, і погнали по ромашки.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Значит, бегать нежелательно. У него как бы плечо. Боление. Бежал олень. Так, шалфей.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Крапива. Я не знаю, по скільки він собирає. Будемо собирати. 4 шалфея, 3 шалфея. Надо по 6 штучек, по-моему. Они по разных собирают. Так, ладно, я думаю, хватит, да? Шалфей, 25 штук. Хватит. Ромашку тепер собираем.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Так, и ромашки достаточно, да? Да, 17, 25. Він кушать хоче. Або його покормить сейчас.
What's that dog making such a fuss about?
Игра сохранена.
Could something have happened at Bajena's? Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Down by the pond. Two of them fled and they must be hiding.
Так, топор, де? Топор.
Here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Хай мене дасть, бо якщо вдвоєм...
What are you doing walking around with a weapon? If you don't want us... Chief! Ah!
Sick 'em, Growler.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Так. А. Подбиться. Я отбил.
Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my
Так, подожди, бабулька. Я немного проголодався. И у меня кровотечение, надо бинтик. Так, хорош, наглядь не будем. Бинтик, 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 где у нас повязка, вот. Использовать 2 штуки. Да. Все, нет ж. Чуть кровотечение, что можно один бинтик использовать. Подтвердить. Нет. Ладно. Еще один используем тут. А я не использую. Вот. Так.
Did they hurt you?
No.
По лицу уже
But I think
получил.
they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for 2 bandits that ambushed some knights yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't
В прошлый раз я одного успел приложить, а двое убежал.
I'd like to know why all this is
Значит,
happening.
вони
Your
вернуть.
friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Давай правду расскажем.
I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. You already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans?
Надо буде обмыться.
How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly.
Держится.
But what he
Менять
needs
повязку
most
буду
now is
ему.
that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Надо делать
Here.
отвар.
Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Ну окей, не
Right.
будем наглеть.
I'll try.
Я не умею.
But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by
Раз она
heart.
буду
I can
рассказывать.
read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
За дело. Варка снадоб'я. Кабанчик щось у неї так свободно ходить. Так. Пошли. Що там?
Everything's prepared.
Так,
First, go to the recipe book.
рецепт.
Now find the recipe for chamomile
Машу, ты запомнишь, что
decoction.
делать.
And remember what you have to do. Then get back
Вино,
to the
2
bench and we'll
горстки
start.
ромашки, 1 горсть фалфея, положить в котелок, ромашку, кипятить наоборот, измельчить шалфей, добавить в котелок, в конце слей. В принципе, ничего сложного. За стол.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Там вообще вино написано. Лить вино. А было обмыться.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course.
Мне
Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Вниз котелок.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
Механа Q.
It's boiling. To keep it going,
А где
you
он
mustn't stop
находится?
with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick,
Ага,
take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Сними котелок с огня. Снимаем.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Подготовил траву. Мы с
All
запасом
right.
взяли.
Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Так, оце ромашка. Раз. Два.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts.
Каждая
See?
песчинка на счету.
When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass.
Один переворот.
As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Окей. Так, котелок вниз. Начало кипеть. Переворачиваем часы.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
И поднимаем обратно.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Стул бросить. И подтолкти. Не, ну я вроде...
Have you ground it? Good.
Котелок.
Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Ну, вот это примерно до цього моменту я пройшов. В принципі.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
А там ще налить можна? Окей. Ми ще одну бутильку бачу. Нельзя взяти? Ладно, отойти от стола. Короче, у нас тепер буде ще алхімія, я так понял.
Here it is.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all
Сейчас
you
ми пробуємо
could.
ще раз
What
сварити.
you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Или нет? А ну-ка. Заняться алхимией. Вы устали. Так. Если нет. Дистиллятор. Ау. Так. Вино. Можна просто пригодиться, попробуємо. Сам процес мене заінтересував. Меха. І ще раз. Ага, типа даже на таких высоте накипеть должно. Окей. Из инвентаря выложим ингредиенты. Так, сначала ромашку возьмем. И чуть-чуть ромашки. Вот так вот. Так, меха. Хорошо. Вниз. Так, воно должно закипеть. Перевертаем песочные часы. Ага, він і їсти захотів. Зараз ми тебе накормимо, не переживай. Піднімаємо вверх. Не, алхимия прикольно виглядить. Высыпать. И потом по флакон. Налить. Може нам пригодиться десь. Ромашка, отвар, количество 2 штуки. Окей. Все, відходимо від стола. Попробували другий раз. Подивимося, що він нам дає. Де він тут? Що він нам дає? Не написано. Не написано, ну ладно.
When's the last time I ate something?
Так. Надо умитися. Зараз перекусить, нехай. Та так, їди немного. Угу. Угу. Короче, не надо було другий раз їсти. Ладно. Заснуть. Сейчас, скільки часов? Сейчас 18. Ну, нехай до утра. А, больше 12 часов нельзя. Ну ладно. Начать.
A
Опять.
sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
Сновидение опять у меня.
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Рано радуешься.
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Кто это там таким сладким голоском?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Не знаю, я спал нормально.
Were you having a nightmare?
Как раз выспался. Опа. Ничего так, подруга.
Oi. Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
Забавно, короче, бегая по часу.
And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah. That sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Лучше, чем вчера.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
И самое существенное показалось. Отцовский меч. Ну, давай отцовский меч.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange.
Более чаще святые все ниже сам отец мой.
Back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Спасибо, я подумаю.
I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too.
Ну да, да,
Breakfast is on the
желудок.
table, and I've got something else for you too.
Проголодался.
Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Опа. Кстати. Да, похавай. Что-то посуда яка-то лишь. Что, взять нельзя? Ладно, пошли туда. Что мне надо сделать? С остальным за завтраком. Я уже похавал. Вот зараза, ладно.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Сесть.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course,
I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry.
Начав сразу прям.
Bajena told me what
Не
happened
отходя от кассы.
yesterday.
Молодец.
That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Подвигах. Если в двух словах, ну давай.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Блін, ну я не знаю, хто це. Половці. Ой, найомники, извини. Не скажу, чесно. Наемники из Венгрии. Давай.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though.
А,
The fellas in the
да,
tavern in
говорили, ну
Zhelyov
ладно.
were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the
Видимо, на
pond.
тот случай, если...
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever.
Короче, понятно.
Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free
Сам
some help.
напросился и начинает
Why the
отмазываться.
modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Ну, давай в 2 словах.
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes
У нас
mercilessly
серия
charging at us
получится
from all sides.
чисто
I'm truly indebted
на
to
одних
Henry for getting me
диалогах.
out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part
Действий
of your
минимум.
debt the other day, sir.
Ну, как-никак сюжет. Как ты победил того Риза? Ну, никак, він, по-моєму, упав вместе з нами. І все. Нам повезло, а він з концами вже.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelyov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ну, естественно, ты
But
был
I do.
должен.
Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done,
Лопатой.
Bajena.
I have something for you,
Рыцаревы.
Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a
Может,
little sip
спасительный
each time,
шанс.
and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena.
Рецепт с
This'll come in handy.
No doubt.
последнего шанса.
But we'd better get
Ага,
going now.
алхимия
Hans is
пошла.
right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Ну, їх уже навряд ли що спасеш. Ми бачили, як їх покрошили всіх. Кто-то видел. Кто такие то-то, я не знаю. Ну давай. Давай за людей.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damn good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Жалко, ребята. За Барбосом
What about
вернуться
Muff?
по-любому
He's
надо.
bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment
Не по
things are sorted
собаку,
out,
ты их,
I'll
ну,
go
понятно.
looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Ну ладно.
I know
давай.
how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never
Странно
mistake his ugly
звучит,
face
но
after all that
ладно.
happened.
Я сам
Of
не
course,
уверен.
Henry.
И пару
I know you
участников
have accounts to settle with him.
играл.
That's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are
Если
around
він за
here.
нього
You're
заговорив,
still my
значить таки.
protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go.
Що
You
ти
never
мені
know.
дасть? Ну, спасибо.
I hope I won't need it.
Well, as do I. But better to have it than nothing. Come on. Let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Уже ходите полностью. Хорошо. Бабулька добра даже. Денег дала. Ну, не дарма ми їй правду розказали. Видно, щось повлияло. Так би. Непонятно, що було б. Це тільки начало. Красавчик мужик. Четко свое поле зрения обозначил. Ну, есть мелкие фрезы, конечно. Надеюсь, не критические. Це типа вони оттуда йшли настільки довго, що з'їли ось свій обід или їду. Как всегда. У тебе ж задання якісь там ти розказував. Правильно. Мать таких хвоста надо.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Дошли вони, коротше, до замку.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit!
По-моєму, облили.
You fucking cunts!
Дуже недовольний чоловік, конечно.
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your
Прямо знає,
amusement,
хто
so get your
розвівся.
stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double! The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Now that's what a messenger looks like.
Посланник, как вы должны выглядеть.
Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Вот так вот.
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Вот так вот. Хто сужається замок?
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Юморок, конечно.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Hey, where's that beer?
Сначала придется
First thing we have to
выснуться.
do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Тогда заработаем грошей. Вернемся куда мы не можем вернуться.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Угу. Нами смеяться будут.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for
Ты
total idiots.
прав.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting
да.
here with us,
Жалко,
having a
ребят.
chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Ну як не винова? Він предложив остановитися, а цей сказав, треба було дойти все-таки до цього. Там спорний варіант. Треба було б і дойти. Ну, давай. Вину напополам.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Вот так вот.
Cheers.
Да, надо заработать денег, а що я думав. Привик до розкоші, видимо, цей в селі вирос. О, це ту, що він спас.
It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for.
One bear of that witch. Wench.
What I tell you? What's he waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
І що він пішов рішати?
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then.
Зовсім
Oh
друге
my.
діло.
Ugh. Can you smell that too?
It stinks like something died here.
Давай, простите, что
Sorry to
прерву.
interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Up fairly.
I
But that
heard
toe rag only gave me the
Игра
illness. What do
сохранена.
you expect? He's a poacher.
Так,
So loud.
вот.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on the street. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most
А
of
мне
them are
кажется,
dead.
ще надо.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself.
Нельзя більше.
And won't allow his soldiers back to the
Ладно.
castle.
Aha!
My old woman
So
don't know
that's
what
why
to
they
do with
sent you
it.
for the
Want a
wine.
recipe from mine?
Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Вмивайся. Купальню. Ага. Вот.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Нифига себе, він умився, опять чистий пол.
I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Так.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at
Це
faces,
не
eh?
шліпо.
Clear off, you lecher.
Що-то не то, да, що-то не то.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself.
Що-то скриває
Thanks for the
вона.
wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Що-то не чисто, короче, у нас.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
Look, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Угу. Работать надо, да. Покушал, поработай.
Why are you
Еще.
standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Давай.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill.
С мельницы.
My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the
Понятно,
pantry.
слинял по-тихому.
That's why I need you to haul the
Молодец,
sacks. You have
красавчик.
to lay each sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Одно
All right,
сделаем.
we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not,
Да, больше
you
всё,
can't
что
pay
все
what you owe
контролируют,
me,
здесь
so I'm putting you
разбойники,
to work.
потому и
Is that clear?
All
она
right,
в тишине.
we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Скалится. Ладно, издалека.
Far away.
I ain't been further than the back of me whole life, but I know this place
Я не
inside
знаю,
and out.
откуда він.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a
Короче, свадьба,
grand affair.
бухаловка, як
When
всегда.
rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a bathhouse wench.
Ну, вона сказала, що буде. Ну ладно, по очереди спрашивай. Блин.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Куда нам мешки
Where do you want the
таскать?
sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Так. Мешки заходишь. И налево. Получается, или сюда налево. А, все, я понял. Так, мешки. Где мешки? С телеги. О, все, телеги.
God bless you. I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
And she stamps and bites when she's upset.
Oh, I feel of it.
И шо ты? Ну, тут ці мішки, да?
Where is that?
Люди. Ось ще мішки. Да більше всього, що, да?
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed.
Я
It didn't look like she
заметил.
was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Some Lord Semine is getting
Что-то
married.
придумать,
It
поки
looks like
він
it's going to be a huge
не
event.
уїхав.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Ну, я ще
I'll come
подумаю.
up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time.
Да
We'll
ты вообще
ask the
нифига не
locals and
делаешь,
see.
получается.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks?
Я почти
Yanking
понял.
my
Да,
noble
да, да,
pizzle.
да, да,
I'm
да.
serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Хто йде тут, ніхто не знає. Вот.
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As
Понятно.
if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Не будь таким
You know,
капризным.
sir,
бля.
not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to
Понятно.
work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks?
Не, ну
That's
работать,
against God
конечно.
and nature.
Спас, то спас. Феодализм, дворянство, дельство. Понятно.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your
Ну,
hard
мы
work.
черточку сделаем.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you
так
find
вот.
your dog.
Привыкли
As soon as we have
работать.
at least some gear,
Всё
we'll head into the
получать и
forest
всё.
and find mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for
Ну,
lost
блин,
dogs
чем
is
занимается,
more like a
может,
huntsman's work. But
достану.
let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind
Нам
of you.
эти пропуска
I
на
knew you'd be
свадьбу.
pleased.
Stamps and bites when she's upset.
Приветствую.
There you have it. Enjoy.
Easy does it. Deep breaths.
Oof. That isn't half heavy. Oh,
Быстро нельзя ходить? Нельзя. Все, кладовая. Вложить мешок. Да. Вот так вот. Одни в нас кназі, другі в нас в грязі. Да. Ничего, пометочку мы сделали. Заполнить надо будет. Правда, я не знаю. Первую часть. Отплатим за то, что він нас спас. Ну и мы, конечно, ее спасли. То отвар ходили, чтобы сделать. И сделали отвар.
It happens.
That was our company. But the two of us managed to get
Будем якраз в розчеті, можна сказати.
bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Usual.
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
We lost everything. How hard is that to understand?
Так, старушку пропустим. Такі у нас задания интереснее. Мешочки перетаскать. Ну, хорошо, обратно можно пробежать.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Успокойтесь.
But calm down, both of you.
I am perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry.
Я так и знал, что
There's no
здесь
point in
влезешь,
arguing with this
удачи.
yokel who fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize
Чувствую я, його
right now.
язик нам вилізе боком.
And invite me to that wedding.
Дуже
You
чувствую.
want to come to the wedding, do
Він
you?
розтріпається.
I'll give
Нас
you a
потом
piece of advice,
розбойники
pal.
найдуть.
If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
Щоб
Sir
клавіші
Hans
спадуть.
Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep
Потеряна
insulting me.
репутация.
Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Идиоты. А я яким хреном?
Oh, hack your ass off!
На мене ще й двоє напали.
Big mistake, you cunts!
Ain't that enough yet?
Don't spare
Why'd
him!
he do it?
Slice him up!
Ідіот. От ідіот.
Nice hit!
Реально ідіот. Реально ідіот. Только проблемы на нем.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Ну і нас за це погребуть. Ну їх. На нахуй.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Ну, от, красавчик.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Прям харю.
Fuck off! Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Да. Вот и избалованность вылезла.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you're a spoiled brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Ругать. Ну ладно.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
and none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Все? Надеюсь, вы натрындились. Понятно, я понял, что избалованный аристократ, цей вырос в кузні, из семьи кузнеца.
Ladies? Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that? Otto.
Hey! Go!
Получил по жбану. Если нарать, правильно.
Oh, shit. Right, where were we?
Правильно, свободный, блядь.
Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Пиндуй с чертями. Посмотрим, что ты там добьешься.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Бачите, це нормально, це отак. Типа, валяй нафіг отсюда і все. Ну, ладно, посмотрим, що він там порішає, що там буде. Преступление и репутация. А репутация, что такое преступление? Ага. Последствия. Репутация. Участвует в репутации, выполняя задания, совершая преступление. Угу.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
You're Henry, right? Or was it the other one? You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
Ну, в принципе, можно на этом заканчивать. Карту мы более-менее начали открывать. И как я понял, игра начинается после кат-сцены с наказанием. И потом начинается сама игра. Самое интересное, можно сказать, впереди. Так, дневник, сумма, игрок. Хорошо, ремесло. Угу.
Do you have anywhere to go?
Найти Барбоса. У нас случилось с Барбосом.
Well, fine. Just ignore me. What could I know?
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Hey! Over here! Where are you going?
Ладно, на этом заканчиваем. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, делитесь видео с друзьями. Также добавляем по ссылочку в описании на Discord и на Twitch. Всем спасибо за просмотры. Всем пока.